to fall right now. We don't get to see it.
And just close that up there. Yeah. It'll keep going. Yeah. It'll say, yeah, live on YouTube up there. Okay. Actually see it, I think. Wow, we don't have a quorum.
Yeah.
Where's everybody? Hi, Angie. Can you hear us? Oh.
No.
Yes, I can hear you. Whoop.
It keeps muting her.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Meeting going. I think you can get out.
Judge, I now know how a fly feels on the wall in your courtroom. It's a very far away view.
Yeah.
Are we very far away?
Yeah, it's like, hello.
That's true.
Why are you in your car?
So we are teaching intermediate crime scene this week at Frank Phillips.
Oh.
And then I taught this morning for Introduction to Criminal Justice. I taught court systems and practices. And so we ran over here to grab lunch, and they're inside finishing while I'm jumping on my meeting.
Okay.
So, yep. We took lunch from 11:30 to 1, so I left them inside. It's a busy, busy week.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Are y'all going to Sam Riggs Friday?
No, we're going to Elk City for a softball tournament.
There you go.
Are y'all going?
Yeah, we got the tickets when it was supposed to be in April, and then just kept getting postponed.
I would love to go. I'd just love to go anywhere.
Yeah.
At this
So
point.
I think it's going to be a smaller show than what was originally planned. I think it's just going to be an acoustic, but I mean, that's
it'll still be good.
The fact that we're having Sam Riggs in Borger is pretty cool. So
yeah, y'all have fun.
We had the cast of, or part of the Yellowstone cast and crew, and now Sam Riggs. I mean, what's going on in Borger?
Right.
Moving on up.
Hey, who was here from Yellowstone?
I know the second unit, which I think does a lot of their B-roll footage, and then
Jimmy.
Jimmy, thank you. Jimmy was here. From what I found out yesterday, they're looking at coming back in a month or two to film more with more of the cast.
Yeah, Jimmy would fit Borger.
Yeah, so from what I saw on social media, it looked like they went and ate at Jesse's. And I think Jesse actually messaged him on Twitter, and he responded and said that they were in there eating lunch.
Cool.
If I saw that correctly, so that's pretty neat.
Yeah, it is.
So
I'd be happy to take Kevin Costner to lunch.
Right? A couple of the girls that were at dinner Friday night were talking about going and setting up to try to see Rip. So they're quite enamored.
And my son's girlfriend took a picture.
Jerry, do we have a quorum?
Let's see. Whistler just came on.
I texted Al, but he hasn't responded.
6, 7, 8, 9.
I need, Hudson County. So I need one more separate member.
If I can call him.
Who are we looking for?
Jerry, do you have anyone from the sheriff's office?
No, I don't have anybody on here. I need Alan Wells would be good. He can.
I can go get Ponce and make him come sit in the car with me.
I guess you could.
Hey, Jerry, you send these emails to Zeb at Fritch, don't you?
We added.
Let me check on Alan.
I got Alan on the phone right now. Hey, you gonna be able to log on for Lepc? Okay, thanks, man. All right. Alan's not gonna be there. Let me try Zeb.
We don't have a quorum, so if they can't get somebody else to join.
What is Warren doing here? Is he sideways? He's making me sick.
No, I think it's looking at it.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. He just, that guy.
Hey, Jerry, while we're waiting, where do you want me to mail this LEPC member update?
I
Or
just,
do you want me to fax it to you or what?
if you could scan it and email it to me, that'd be.
I can. I'll do that.
Send it to either the J. Langwell at Hutchinson or the LEPC at Hutchinson.
Okay.
There's Alan.
Alan just said he wasn't gonna make it. Huh? Good.
There he is.
Well, somebody named Alan Wells.
All they need is a name.
Yeah.
All right. So we got enough to get started.
You there, Alan?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. Sweet.
Cool.
That's it.
All right, ready to get going?
Yep.
All right, so we'll go ahead and call to order. Everybody have a chance to review the minutes from the last meeting? Any questions or discussion on the minutes?
No, I'll make the motion to approve the minutes.
Okay, Alan made the motion to approve. Need a second?
I'll second.
A motion second. Who's second to that?
Bill?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Anybody opposed to accepting the minutes for the motions? All right. So that passed. Financial report, Jerry.
Share screen. And then do from beginning over
I can't read that.
here. Look at again. You don't see that?
Yes.
Okay. The financial report, not a lot going on in the old bank account. We did get a donation from Chevron for $3,000. I guess the bank's having a couple of issues this morning, so that total on there does not reflect that 3,000 that was added to it. They're working on that. They said they'd get that fixed and send it over to me, but it should be 36,212.63, but with that 3,000. But right now it's showing 33,212.63.
What was the donation for?
When was the donation for?
What?
It's the
it was just
annual
the
invoice.
annual. Yeah, the annual contribution for the LEPC.
Jerry, have you got Phillips's already? You should have got it earlier this year.
Yes, we got Phillips.
Okay. So Phillips, okay.
The only one that I haven't got yet. Usually the city of Borders sends one in. I haven't got anything from them yet. Or Nutrien. Nutrien, they have a little different process now. It's all online, so I have to fill everything out and send it in. But I haven't got anything back from them either yet. So we'll follow up with it, see if they're going to or not.
Okay. that all you got on the financial report, Jerry?
That's it.
All right. If we get somebody to make a motion to accept the financial report.
So moved.
Thanks, Alan. We have a second.
I'll second. Stroke.
Okay, thanks, Brandon. All right, motion made and seconded to accept the financial report as Jerry presented it. Anybody opposed? All right, we'll move along. Alan, you right to know committee? Alan.
Tim, I have compliance on there next.
Oh, you're right. All right. All right, Jerry, go ahead with your compliance report.
This is the only one we received since an event record that we've received since the last meeting.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Jerry. All right, Alan, how about now you're right to know?
So there's some training coming out for the tier 2. Y'all are headed that way. Okay, thank you. There's some training coming out for the tier 2 for 2021. TCEQ sent out the email. I haven't had the chance to look at it and get to one of those trainings yet, but we should have something, some new information coming out. Have we been able to receive the file from TCEQ for 2020, Jerry?
Yes, so I got a file from TCEQ. So we tried to import that into, I tried to import that file that they gave me into Cameo, and it was not accepting the file. So I sent a information request back to them to see if there was a different format that we could get that. But apparently that's the one they're sending out to everybody. So I'm working on trying to see if we can get some kind of different file type. I might be able just to get it to you, Alan, and maybe you can import it into what you have. But as far as Cameo, it would not work into Cameo.
Okay. Do you remember what the file extension was they sent you?
No, I don't have it with me.
Okay. We can look at that and see, because I may be able to get it. If it's one of the files, if it's a Marplot file, we may be able to upload it into Marplot and work it from there.
Okay, I'll just see if I can get that to you and see what you can do with it.
If not, I'll get you a thumb drive and we can do it that way.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Alan. Public education, John or Warren, you guys on?
This is Warren. The only news to report is that the Red Cross for about 7 or 8 months now has been doing virtual casework. And that even extends to shelter operations. We're not trying to open shelters at this time. If we can find enough motel space to put people into instead. And then we manage the clients in their motel rooms and supply them with meals and check on what they need to move back to their homes, just like we would in a regular shelter. But we've been doing that with all of these hurricanes and wildfires for the last 4 months, and it does work. And we know a lot more now than we did 180 days ago. And the next item is that for Hutchinson County, we're going to update all of our shelter surveys by the first quarter of 2021. And that's the end of my report.
Warren? All right, hazard materials update, Bill or Mike?
Nothing to report.
All right. Emergency response, Bob or Zeb's not on.
Yeah,
Hey, Jim, I
Tim, you
talked to
said
Zeb.
talk to, yeah, you might just be saying what I was telling you. You said you're going to talk to Zeb and see if he would take over that committee spot.
Yeah, and Zeb said he didn't get the meeting invite, so I told him to call you after this meeting, see if maybe there's something in his email or something that maybe not be right. So,
Okay.
But anyway, so he should be giving you a call after this.
Okay.
All right, on to unfinished business. Jerry, want to do your code update?
Yeah. Okay. These are state of Texas numbers as far as confirmed cases, total fatalities, new daily cases, and then daily fatality numbers. This is Hutchinson County as of this was yesterday's update with DSHS. Hutchinson County positive cases 283. Reported fatalities in Hutchinson County 7 contributed with COVID.
Hey, Jerry, on 7,
Mm-hmm.
that's reported from DSHS, right?
Yes.
Okay, because we probably have 8 now. So,
Yeah, we heard about that this morning. So, but with their confirmation, they're using death certificates only now.
okay.
So it doesn't get them to like this. The 7 we knew we had 7 about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And it finally took them 2 weeks to get it added to the website. So, as far as active cases within Hutchinson County, DSHS is reporting 60 cases. But today we added 10, 11 today. So they come on, they fall off. We only get an updated recovery list once a week, but we get an updated addition to the active cases once a day. So as far as the information we have, there's a little lag time as far as what we get to see. New daily cases, and these are state numbers as well. You can see like 7-day averages and trends. Still not a lot of decrease as far as daily cases is concerned. These are state numbers as far as demographics with age groups. You see the different age groups at the bottom, and then sex and race as well. But at the bottom, the age groups is you can see the lower amount of numbers in the higher ages. But on the next slide, you can see these are fatality groups in the higher ages compared to the lower age fatalities. These are positivity rates. These are, like I said, these are reporting a statewide number. This is statewide, so not specific to our area, which I'll get into just here in just a minute. But statewide numbers, 8.1%. As far as a positivity rate. This is our area, our trauma service area. You're hearing a lot of that here recently, especially with the new executive order that the governor had put out. Our trauma service area is the top 25 counties. You'll see the population there, total staffed hospital beds, 1,176. Available hospital beds, 379. Available ICU beds in the entire top 25 counties is 9. As far as lab confirmed COVID patients in the hospitals is 184. So that's quite a bit higher than our last report that we had given. The issue right now with our trauma service area is specific to COVID patients. Not a lot of availability as far as ICU beds and patients. We've been on calls where they're having to transfer as far out as uh, south of Dallas and Houston and areas that far away just to get COVID patients a bed. Amarillo, Oklahoma City, Dallas, Lubbock are all on divert with COVID patients, depending on how many they're able to release or whatnot. We might get lucky and find a hospital we can put one in, but it's very scarce right now as far as COVID hospital beds.
Is Golden Plains diverting at this time?
Golden Plains has a very low capacity, and as of this morning, they were full. They said they were.
Thank you.
Hospitalization rate within our top 25 counties is they're showing it at 15.95%. That'll have a little bit more to do here in just a second. I'm going to show you Governor's Executive Order GA32. This is the big part of this executive order was it opened up more availability for businesses to increase their occupancy. You'll see that Houston County is listed in there as a green light for some businesses to open up, such as bars can open up to 50%, and other occupancies can open up to 75%, as long as we have a less than 15% hospitalization rate, which, as you can see on the last slide, we've already hit that 15% again, even after they've adjusted the numbers on us. So myself and the judge and City of Border Emergency Management, we have a meeting with Department of State Health Services this afternoon to more or less to discuss the numbers and the increasing rates of hospitalizations. So we'll probably have more to put out on this, I'm guessing tomorrow. That is all I have.
That's a good report, Jerry. That's you do a really good job on that. Good detail, and thank you for doing that. Any new business?
So before we jump off of COVID, so just want to talk to the judge and Jerry. You do realize that our numbers are, I believe, much higher, because I've got people that have already tested, they were positive, they've already been off, they've quarantined, and now they're back to work, and they're not even on our list.
Alan, that's been the case ever since this started.
Right.
That's how far DSHS is behind.
Okay.
Like the numbers we're reporting and that we're putting out to the public is DSHS numbers, because that's our health department within Hutchinson County. So that's what we put out there. Now, as far as we can tell you from different sources of reporting to us, we've had over, I think in our incident management, we've looked at 400 and plus cases that have came into us. DSHS was reporting 280 so cases. So I can tell you 100% what you're saying, Alan, is correct.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that y'all understood that we're seeing positives that I'm not seeing on our list. So
we've been round and
We've
round.
been frustrated by that.
Yeah. But the big thing right now is hospitalizations. We have to have hospital availability, not just because it's hard enough for hospitals to keep it separate from COVID to non-COVID patients when it comes to ICU, and then to try to have to put both of those, two different criteria on a patient that's coming in, it's difficult for hospitals to do. So we definitely need to focus on making sure we can keep availability for not just COVID, but even for somebody that goes out and they're in a vehicle accident. We've got to make sure we can get these people the help they need.
correct.
So, Becky did put on the chat here.
Can everybody see that?
I think so.
Can y'all see
I don't know if
that?
I can or not. Golden Plains is
Yes.
full of COVID patients, fixing to send 17 positive results this afternoon. So that's pretty much what we're dealing with on a daily basis. 10 plus positive cases daily here.
All right. Last meeting, I brought up the rehab that Fritch has that is made available to the county had some work done on it. Talked about doing some reimbursement. Those repairs, I don't have an invoice. And that's something that needs to come through Zeb through Fritch. I know I think it's a little over $3,000 if I remember right.
I've asked about it a couple of times and I have not got an invoice yet.
Okay, well,
Or an app. We talked about having an application as the grant application with the invoice.
right.
Yet on that.
Okay. So anyways, since that, going back at that, it is fixed. It is up and running. So if anybody does need that, then it's there. So, any other?
Yeah, so let me go ahead. Let's go ahead and bring up about the PPE that was distributed by the National Guard. So Borger got their PPE. Fritch got the other PPE this last weekend. Zeb and his firefighters actually worked on separating it out between Fritch and Stinnett. We picked up mask gowns and coveralls. So now we have the PPE in Stinnett, there's PPE in Fritch, and then there's PPE in Borger. So,
Hey, out of curiosity, why didn't the state give Stinnett an allotment of that?
I have no clue.
That was the Texas Commission on Fire Protection, wasn't it?
I don't know. All I knew is it came out of the National Guard delivered it.
Right. Came from Texas OEM. That's what they barcode on all the boxes was a state of Texas emergency management.
Yeah, I believe the TCFP got a surplus from TDM and distributed it through their protocols.
But it came from OEM, but it went to the TCFP, and then they had a overflow, so they sent it out to volunteer departments.
All right, Alan, do you get that guy Zeb talked to that called us?
Do what?
Do you have the guy's number that Zeb talked to that called us about that equipment or that PPE?
No, I didn't know anything about it.
All right, give us Zeb. He's got that guy's number.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Alan. Yeah, that PPE, there was I think there was about 12 or 14 pallets delivered, I know, just to Fritch. So that was interesting because the hospital, I think, was having trouble getting stuff, and we had pallets of that stuff down at the fire station for a while. All right. Any more new business?
Happy belated birthday to the judge.
Thank you.
Just saying you happy birthday. So on our next meeting date, we can do, well, first I'm gonna ask this. Do we want to just push our next meeting into January, or we could do, I don't know, what do you guys want to do? Do we need to do another meeting this month, or take a break for holidays and pick back up around January 19th?
The only thing I can see coming on the schedule is if we do get an invoice for the truck. But since I guess Fritch already paid for it, and I'm sure they paid for it out of their probably previous budget to this one that they're in now, I'm sure.
I don't know if they.
Yeah, we're already in new fiscal year, Jerry. So if they do ask for reimbursement and we do reimburse them or a portion of it, whatever we decide, it's going to be in 2021's fiscal year budget anyway. So I don't think that matters really. What's the consensus on what we want to do for meeting? We want to
January 19th, 2021.
So we could do January the 19th. We might take into consideration that we might hold December the 15th open, in case we have something else that pops up, like the asteroid that's supposed to hit the day before the election.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, haven't heard about that.
We could authorize the chair to call a meeting, if need be, and go ahead and schedule for January and authorize the chair to call a meeting if something comes up before then.
I like Alan's idea that we'll if we keep December 15th open, which keeps us on our Tuesdays, keep that day for a tentative meeting in case there's a need. Jerry can send that out for all of our calendars, and then we'll go ahead and plan on holding an actual meeting on right now. Does that work for everybody?
Yes.
Okay. All right. There's nothing else. We'll entertain motions to adjourn the meeting.
Warren, Red Cross, I move that we adjourn.
Thank you, Warren.
I'll second that.
Thanks, Alan. Anybody opposed to adjourning the meeting? All right. Well, you guys have a great holiday. Enjoy your families and stay safe.
Thanks.
Thanks.